He has the speed of an Olympic sprinter when he's going. He's an eloper, and he will find the opportunity to disappear. And you can see in the video, he runs into some trucks making grindy, loud noises, and he panics.
Kirsten Marcelin's 5-year-old son, Regis, was diagnosed with autism at 2 years old.
He's expressing himself by hurting himself, and it's horrible to watch. It's heartbreaking. So we've taken advantage of everything that's available to us.
The stay-at-home mother of 5 has enrolled Regis into studies to get him care, even paying out of pocket for services she can barely afford. 3 years post-diagnosis, and she's still waiting to get him provincially funded autism services.
We don't know where we are on that wait list. We have no idea.
The Ontario Autism Coalition estimates the number of children on the waitlist for services in Ontario has now ballooned to around 50,000 children. Yet even with that growing waitlist, during some weeks this year, new data obtained by the Canadian Press finds the number of kids receiving care actually declined. The first 2 weeks of June, for example, 70 fewer kids were receiving treatment in Ontario.
At no point should those numbers be in the negative. We're talking about 50,000 children on a wait list for time-sensitive therapies. And we're seeing numbers go in the negative in some weeks. That is completely unacceptable.
In a statement to CBC Toronto, the province says sometimes enrollment numbers into autism programs go down because kids age out. But the president of the Ontario Autism Coalition, Alina Cameron, says the program should always be adding more kids, and many more, with 50,000 kids and counting waiting.
I believe that the slowdown of entry and the ballooning of the wait list is because of how the program is designed.
She says this is especially true since it's always best to start autism therapy as soon as a child is diagnosed. In 2019, the then new PC government scrapped the previous Liberal program to introduce its own.
We're in crisis. We're desperate for help from this government.
The reception was so negative and visceral from families, it was shelved and relaunched in 2022. Now the province says it's increased its autism funding to $720 million this year.
We've increased funding to a staggering amount. We'll continue investing in the system.
And over the summer,
Cameron says it's still not enough and families are reaching their breaking point.
There's a large increase in the number of families not asking how to access the Ontario Autism Program anymore. They're asking me how to access CAS. And if that isn't the biggest alarm bell ever, I don't know what is.
An indefinite wait as we continue, it's horrifying, right? It's so wrong.
The problem is leaving families like Regis's concerned he won't get the treatment he needs until it's too late, and he's aged out of the program he's needed for years. Chris Glover, CBC News, Toronto.